Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're plunging right into a really fascinating moment from a fish keeper's log. It's this clash, between wanting this amazing looking fish and then, well, the hard facts of actually keeping it.
Exactly. That collision between the aesthetic dream and the, let's say, logistical reality.
Right. So our mission today is sort of twofold. First, we need to nail down the identification of this specific cichlid using the fish keeper's own detailed notes. What exactly did they see?
Get precise.
And second, we really need to unpack the reasons, the financial ones, the labor ones, that made them rethink putting this fish in, like this idealized big indoor tank.
The trade-offs, basically.
Exactly. The source here is Notes on Fishkeeping, Part 139. It's dated September 25, 2025, and it documents encountering the Redbreast Tilapia, Coptodon rendalli.
And the context is key, isn't it? The fish keeper wasn't even looking for a big showpiece fish.
No, not at all. They were actually there for a very practical reason. Buying guppies.
Yeah, guppies for their outdoor ponds, as the notes call them.
Okay, let's clarify that for listeners. The notes say guppies are effective for maintaining the surface area. What does that actually mean in an outdoor pond context?
Right, it's about utility more than anything. In those outdoor setups, maintaining the surface area usually means, well, two main things. Controlling pests, like mosquito larvae, and keeping that oily film or scum from building up on the water surface. Guppies hang out near the top, they eat larvae like crazy, and their movement helps break up that surface film. It's, cheap natural maintenance.
So totally focused on practical stuff, pest control, water clarity, ready to grab some functional fish, and then they spot the cichlid. That aesthetic pull just grabs them.
It really does. And the notes mention this general attraction to cichlids, their shape, the fins. It just fits the fish keeper's idea of what a proper fish should look like.
That classic fish shape, you mean? Robust, deep body.
Exactly. Elegant fins. It's that immediate visual yes that makes them pause the guppy mission and think bigger.
Okay, so that visual appeal is our starting point. But to understand the real implications, the costs, we have to get specific about this fish. Moving from, wow, cichlid, to, aha, Coptodon rendalli.
Precisely. We use that aesthetic draw to pivot into the identification. Let's look at the specific details the fish keeper noted down. These are like field marks.
And the first one is actually kind of unusual almost, human-like. They focus right on the mouth.
Yeah, they describe the mouths as really prominent and distinctly upturned, and the comparison they make is striking like human mouths breathing, especially out of water.
Wow.
It's a vivid image, right?
Wow.
And it tells you something immediately about how it feeds near the surface, probably, or mid-water. Sets it apart.
Okay, unique mouth established. Then the notes go to color, a dark, sort of mottled, speckled pattern on the body.
Right, and that's paired with detail number 2.
Yeah.
Iridescent blue-green fins. Now, with cichlids, we're often looking for clues about health, gender, and the note suggests this combo, the dark speckling, plus those vibrant blue-green fins, points towards the fish being likely a male. It's pretty classic sexual dimorphism, showing off, basically.
Okay, so upturned mouth, speckled body, flashy fins, likely male. Getting closer. But there's a fourth detail the notes really flag. The one that seals the deal and gives the fish its common name.
Ah, yes, the absolute telltale sign. The definitive marker for Coptodon rendalli.
Which is?
The distinctive reddish-pink color right there on the gill plate, the operculum.
Now, why is that specific splash of color the clincher? Couldn't other tilapia or even other cichlids have red markings?
That's a fair question. And it highlights why precise observation matters. Lots of cichlids might have some red, sure. But this particular shade, this placement, a noticeable reddish-pink blotch right on the gill cover that's characteristic of the Redbreast Tilapia.
It's like a badge.
Pretty much, a species marker. You put that together with the mouth, the speckles, the fins. The ID is a solid. It's Coptodon rendalli.
Okay. So, the fish is identified. Stunning fish. The fish keeper's captivated. And the notes say they'd been thinking about a big indoor setup for something just like this.
This is where it pivots, isn't it? Beauty meets budget.
Exactly. Identifying it is the fun part. Now comes the so what? The practical application. The notes conclude that this dream indoor tank was ultimately less practical than their existing outdoor ponds. And the why comes down to the demands of this specific fish.
Right, the Coptodon rendalli. We need to grasp the scale of those demands. The notes list 3 main constraints. Let's take the first. High electricity costs. Is running one big tank really that much more expensive than the outdoor system?
Oh, absolutely. At the scale we're likely talking about.
Right.
And it links directly to the tilapia being tropical. Coptodon rendalli needs warm water, year-round.
Right.
For a large tank, let's assume hundreds of gallons. If it's a dream setup, you need serious heating. Industrial-grade heaters, running constantly. That electrical draw, plus big filters, powerful lights, it's huge. We're not talking about a desk lamp here. It's significant power consumption. Okay, that makes sense. Heating alone is a major hurdle. What about constraint two? The high cost of food. Why is feeding this tilapia so much more expensive than, say, the guppies?
Biology, basically. Coptodon rendalli is known for being fast-growing, pretty hardy. That's why it's sometimes used in aquaculture. Fast growth means it needs a lot of food. Constantly.
A high metabolism.
Very high. And unlike guppies just picking things off in the pond, this tilapia needs large quantities of specialized high-protein food. That's not a one-off cost, it's a major ongoing expense. And it just gets bigger as the fish grows. The sheer volume needed for a group of large tilapia would dwarf what you spend on smaller fish.
And I'm guessing that high food intake leads straight into the third constraint. Extensive maintenance. It sounds like a cycle.
It absolutely is. That's the core of the logistical challenge. Because they eat so much, they produce a massive amount of waste, a really high bioload.
Okay.
And managing that in a closed indoor system, that takes serious, constant work.
So what does extensive maintenance actually involve here? Are we talking more than just scraping algae?
Oh yeah, way more. It means testing water parameters, ammonia, nitrate constantly, maybe daily, even multiple times a day when establishing things.
Wow.
It means heavy-duty filtration systems that need regular cleaning, media changes, and crucially, it means very frequent, large water changes, maybe 50% or more, potentially twice a week, just to physically remove the nitrates the filters can't fully handle.
Right.
The sheer amount of labor involved, the volume of water you're moving, it's immense compared to the relatively balanced, self-regulating outdoor ponds.
That's the real kicker, isn't it? It's not just one thing. It's the fish's size, its need for warmth, its huge appetite. They all combine. The food cost drives the waste drives the need for powerful and power-hungry filtration and massive water changes, which means huge labor.
You've got it. Those three things, electricity, food, maintenance, they're all linked. They feed into each other, creating this situation where the ideal indoor tank becomes prohibitively expensive and just way too much work. It forces that practical decision. Stick with the efficient outdoor system, even if it means giving up the dream fish for now.
It's a brilliant case study, really, weaving biology and logistics. We started with just liking the look of cichlids, then narrowed it down to Coptodon rendalli using 4 key features. That unique upturned mouth.
The speckled body.
The iridescent blue-green fins.
And that clincher, the reddish-pink gill plate.
Right. And then we followed the thought process. Realizing that specific fish's needs, tropical heat, huge appetite, fast growth, created an unmanageable situation indoors. The dream tank got sidelined by the real-world costs, electricity, food, and just the sheer grind of maintenance.
Exactly, the cumulative impact. Which brings us back, interestingly, to where the fish keepers started their shopping trip.
With the guppies. The practical solution that works for their outdoor ponds. Minimal upkeep, effective surface maintenance.
Yeah. And that contrast raises a final thought, doesn't it? Something for you, the listener, to think about. How much do you personally value low cost, effective, but maybe less glamorous upkeep?
Like the guppy solution.
Right. It provides a key function, pest control, with almost no extra input. The tilapia dream offered that big aesthetic payoff, but demanded a massive commitment. It suggests that sometimes, maybe often, successful fish keeping, or maybe any large project, hinges on embracing the practical, efficient solution.
Even if it's not the one that initially caught your eye. Even if it means letting go of that magnificent redbreast tilapia, for now at least.
Well put. It's about finding what actually works in your specific situation.